Have you ever just felt like you've been too much for people?
Jesus, let me know, but they show no vision. Yeah, say you found it, but she's still gonna hold on. They say you found it, but she doesn't want.
You ever went to call a friend, right? And like maybe you're really excited because like you haven't talked to them in a while, or it's the first time you're talking to them all day, or like you just have something you feel is really important to say to them person, or you just want to, you know, be around and have human contact in a certain way. And then you hit that phone and it goes ring and it goes ring and it goes See, my brain automatically is like, ooh, you got better things to do. I'm super annoying. I should have never called you. My bad. But not every silence is rejection. Sometimes it's a redirection. Sometimes you spend all of your time. I'm not trying to say it's you, but sometimes I try to spend my time filled and occupied with things like whether it's YouTube, talking to a friend, talking to my mom, my siblings all day. I try to purposely spend my time engaging with others or like on social media or something so I can quiet my mind. You feel what I mean? So I feel like in those times you really have to sit with yourself because no, you are not a burden to other people. You're not. And the people in your life, they love you. They love you so much. But sometimes you just have to sit by yourself in Jesus and you have to process stuff. You have to be okay with not always being stimulated. You have to be okay in the silence because in the silence is where Jesus meets us. In the silence is where we get revelations that we could have never thought of before. In the silence, we can just be a kid. We can be at Jesus's feet. That's our dad. He's our Abba. You feel me? So, like, I feel like at least what I've been learning is I don't have to constantly like rush through life, and I can slow down and like just because I keep trying to fill my time with certain people who honestly are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like people don't live to serve you, and I don't mean that in a cocky way. But like everything doesn't always revolve around you, right? So therefore, I feel like the more time you spend doing what you're called to do and just spending your time, the less time you realize how little people interact with you, I guess. I don't know. And because like realistically, another thing I'm learning is we's not in high school, y'all. We's not in high school no more. So you can't hang out with your friends every day. You can't see them at school every day. Like people have lives. So like get one and I feel like here comes the psych brain again. But I feel like always needing to fill your time with people, around people, and all that stuff, I feel like it comes from a wound. At least for me, again, not trying to say I know your life, but I feel like it comes from that wound. Like maybe you've been made to feel a way about like your personality. Like maybe you're just a little bit out there. So am I. Maybe you're a little too much sometimes. Because I don't think you are, and Jesus definitely doesn't either. But I feel like in situations where we're constantly made to feel a way like we have to shrink ourselves down to please other people, it doesn't really necessarily help us like at all. And it really teaches us that we have to be on 10 all the time. Like we have no chill. We cannot like just sit and exist because our brain is learned to believe that ourself and who we are at our core is not enough. So we're used to putting on a show for people and being this character, this perfect version of us that we assume that people like, right? So I feel like, again, this is another thing that I'm learning, y'all, is like Jesus created you uniquely you. And he loves every little quirky part of you. And he it breaks his heart to see how the world hardened you and made you feel like you have to be a certain way and you can't be the way that he made you. Because when he made you, in Genesis, it's like God made the sea, right? And God separated the land from the sea. God made the birds and the trees. But when it goes down to humans, he said, God made man and it was very good. He calls you very good. So I don't want you to feel like you don't ever have nobody. Because above all, you have him. And y'all have me. I know I'm little old me, but you know, I ain't nothing compared to God. But that's my pop. So I get it from somewhere. And God doesn't tolerate you. He loves and he adores you. And like I said, every little weird, quirky thing, maybe you've been bullied or people have been trying to say you're too much for this and too much for that and that. He loves and he adores that. And you're not too much. You just have not been around the proper company. Okay, y'all, that's it. This video, like, low-key went in, like, a completely different direction than I thought it was going. That's on Holy Spirit. But I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it just needed to be said. Somebody needed to hear what was said, so he told me to say it. So, I say that to say this. You're not too much. You're never too much. There is a man who got up on a cross and died, and 3 days later rose up from the grave for you. And no, he did not think that was too much.